What's up, Internet? It is February 4th, 2019. We are here in the town once again to enjoy our Animal Crossing life. Also, we sent out like 8 fossils yesterday and we're only getting 3 back. So disappointed in the museum. They're slacking off. First, let's see what we got for mail. Something from the snowman. That was yesterday, I'm guessing. Something from Tom Nook. A daffodil chair? I think not. Okay, well, what did we get from Mr. Museum? Terrace skull. We already have that. We have a mammoth torso. Already have that. And finally, will this finally be the end of the museum's dinosaur wing? Probably not, but we have a trilobite. No, we got all this stuff. And because Blithers is Mr. Picky Pants, we will not be able to donate anything else to him. Because he can only have one of everything. Seriously, it's not cool. I, however, will accept any and all donations sent to the channel. So, you know, just putting that out there. Okay, we got a lovely kitchen in one of the 1 acres, which is phrased rather awkwardly. There's a pitfall, and it's almost Valentine's Day, so make sure to something chocolate. Okay, I think I can make that work. So we're going to take all this to Nook. What do we have here? We have a desert cactus. That'll be easy to sell. We have a tulip chair. That'll match the daffodil chair that Nook is selling. Which we should go take a look at before we sell, I guess. To the basement of Basementitude. Oh, right. I've got stuff I should probably sell as well. Tulip chair. Huh. I never really noticed, but oh, maybe not. I was gonna say, you know, it looks like the back of this chair is kind of translucent a little, but it's not. It's just a weird seam in a weird place. Okay, so this stuff can all be sold to Nook. Oh, I have to make a second trip. Alas. 2 trips must be made. We're all 2 trips Magoo over here. It is snowing, so theoretically we could try and find a coelacanth. We might have a good chance of finding a stringfish as well. Plus, that means more joyrides tomorrow. And that's always a nice thing. Now, this is one thing I don't like about the upgrades to Nooks. Basically, regardless of what you find in here, it is kind of a cute chair. Also, hi. But yeah, regardless of whether or not we want to see everything Nook has for sale or not, it's now 2 screens plus like 3 text boxes to just look at all the furniture to learn that he has, in fact, the same crate that we started with in our house. But there's another version of that chair. Yeah, this is kind of a neat shirt. A tiki shirt. Let's try that on. That looks like an obnoxious Hawaiian shirt. I kind of like that, actually. I kind of want to own an obnoxious Hawaiian shirt someday. I don't know why, but it just feels like something everyone needs to own. It's just an obnoxious Hawaiian shirt. That's just like the most obnoxiously bright colors ever. Okay, so let's buy ourselves some flowers before we go back and restock and crap from our basement to sell to Nook. And we got a house payment. So we are already motoring. Got some white cosmos. Not to be confused with blue cosmos, which was a different thing entirely. I think it was blue cosmos. It's been forever since I've seen Gundam Seed. I should really watch that again, even though I really don't like it. I feel like I should. Alright, plant some flowers. To make this place even prettier than it already is. It already is pretty. But it can be prettier, I think. Hence, all the flowers ever getting dumped here. I'm terrified of all the flowers we're going to have to destroy once we actually try and make the perfect town. Oh, that's going to be a sad time for me. Alright, so got some more crap in the basement to get rid of. I wonder what this shirt looks like on me. Let's find out. An exotic shirt. That's not bad. Maybe I'll wear that for a little bit. We're gonna have to add more stuff. This is our history of our wardrobe. Oh, that's a delivery. We should actually probably give that to Liz before she goes to bed. Let's sell these terrible cactuses. Perfect Town. It's a very stupid thing. Basically, what you have to do is talk to a wishing well. And they basically complain that, you know, this acre of your town has too many trees, or this one has too few. Or in some awesome cases, the acre has both too many and too few trees, which basically means that you have too many trees too close together and too many open spots. And basically, to get the perfect town, you have to get a situation where you've got no weeds in your town, and you have the perfect spacing and perfect number of trees for a grand total of 2 weeks straight without ever losing your rating, and it's really easy to lose that rating. And if you manage to do it, then you unlock a golden axe, which can be used to chop down trees without breaking apart. Now the problem is, the only point where you ever need an axe is to make the perfect town, so getting an unbreakable axe at that point is largely stupid. But it's a thing you can do. And at least it'll give us a goal if we go after it. But I'm not even going to begin to consider doing that until I'm done paying off my house. And that's just because I've done it once and it was a nightmare. But it's a thing you can do in Animal Crossing if you're crazy. Oh, I don't want to do it. Not again. Never again. Alright, let's sell. What do we have? Sell the Irish chair. It's definitely not the most fun thing, and it's like, you can increase your rating by growing little sprouts and saplings and stuff, but the thing is, there's no guarantee the saplings will actually grow, so if they die, that can also cost you your rating. So it's really inaccurate to try and figure out what you want and like what the town needs and stuff. It's just a giant pain in the ass. But that's probably going to be something we start in about a month or so once I'm done paying off the final payment to my house. But man, I just don't want to. But it's the only way to get the well, fruit trees, like any other tree, is just 50-50 really, but it's like Perfect Town requires, except for coconuts. Coconuts require an extra step, but pretty much every fruit tree, like any other tree in the game, is 50-50 whether it chooses to grow or not. I just have terrible luck with them. Coconuts are 50-50 like everything else, but it has the added funness of you can only grow them on the sector that has the ocean. So whether or not they grow and whether or not you even have the right area for them to grow is just a giant kind of mess. I mean, case in point, I've just had bad luck with peaches, but coconuts, they actually have extra requirements, but they're all basically 50-50 and they all died on me. And the only way to get coconuts is if you have the Game Boy Advance link cable and the Game Boy Island and a bunch of nonsense, which I do have, but I've not been bothered to dig them out because my Game Boy is in ridiculously rough shape. So I just stole them from an old town I grew them in. But, oh no! No. Oh, we just made it. Awesome. But, yeah, coconuts are a pain in the ass. Peaches just don't seem to want to grow here. I'm really hoping oranges at least grew, because I know we already have apples, and I think we have one cherry tree or so. But if we can get peaches, and if we can get oranges... Oranges seem to be the most uncommon of the standard fruit, too, but... what you have to do is you have to get a connector cable for your Game Boy Advance, and then connect it to your Animal Crossing game. Then you have to go to the docks at the bottom of the town. And if you have your Game Boy Advance turned on and stuff, you basically unlock the ability to go to an island for a vacation, which is the only place you can get coconuts. It's also the only way you can get Wario's Woods in this game, but everything about the island is so freaking awkward and bad. It basically becomes a Tamagotchi of sorts that just is reliant on randomness for rewards and stuff. It's not good. Is the short version of that anyway. But oh, that is not fun to do. But if my old Game Boy actually wants to work, the problem is like all the buttons are just, they've been so worn down through use. Yeah, it's in ridiculously rough condition because I played it a lot. Like, it doesn't help that I have, like, a Gen 1 Game Boy Advance. But, it's... the D-pad specifically is so worn down that you basically have to smash the button to, like, even get your character on, like, any Game Boy Advance game to move just a little. Like, that is just how much I played my GBA. Oh, it's our old pal Cody Brain Fart. Oh, I love that Game Boy Advance, but it has been put through the ringer. But to give you an example of like how long I've had that Game Boy Advance, I have had that since like to play Game Boy Color games, because I never had a Game Boy Color. The first game I got for it was Oracle of Ages: Legend of Zelda. I think the first proper Game Boy Advance game I got was Golden Sun, which was a birthday present, and I think I got that just after it launched. So I've had my original Game Boy Advance for a long time, but I've been, for a good long time, trying to find... Oh, don't put a stupid bridge here, Tortimer. Oracle of Ages is one of my favorite Zelda games. But, it's just a perspective of how long I've had my Game Boy Advance. I've been trying to get a Game Boy Advance SP for the longest time, but they're so bloody expensive and hard to find. Eh. Well, I'm forcing myself to play if that makes you feel better, but, there's lots of things to do. There's just... some things are not as enjoyable as others. Which is why I'm shortcutting and not actually going to the Game Boy Advance Island at all. Because I just don't want to have to interact and try and get my old Game Boy Advance to work when it might break if I put it through its paces. Because that's what happens when you wear down your equipment through use. Eventually it does break. Alright, what do we got here? Why is it always Hambo or the serial killer that has this stupid igloo? I want a nice person who will give me another dummy. I want to make an entire room full of dummies. It would be awesome. I got to play Oracle of Ages again recently. That was a lot of fun. Just for a gameplay video. I forgot how hard that is, though. Like, someone stole my copy of Oracle of Ages a long time ago, and I just reacquired it recently. But, I'd been playing Oracle of Seasons a lot in the meantime, and I just forgot how much easier Oracle of Seasons is than Oracle of Ages. They have completely different, You should play Oracle of Ages. It's a great game, but if you're going to, I suggest you look up a code generator for it if you don't have Seasons. Because there's extra stuff you're gonna miss. Because that's a game that's designed to be played with its alternate version as well. And if you don't have the alternate version, you can't get half the awesome stuff in it. But I would say Oracle of Ages is probably my second favorite Zelda game. Yeah, there's a code generator. You just have to look up like Oracle code generator and it'll pop up. But basically, the game was designed originally to be interactive with both Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and back when it was theoretically going to exist, what was it? The one that would have been Oracle of Secrets or whatever. And basically what happens is, as you play through, NPCs will start spawning, asking for passwords, or giving you passwords. And basically, if you have the password from the other game, or you generate one, you can get an extra gift that's supposed to be you interacting with yourself on a different iteration of Zelda. But that's how you get the Master Sword and stuff, because prior to that you can only get the level 2 sword. My favorite Zelda game is, unfortunately, it's one I don't own, and it pisses me off I don't own. It's A Link to the Past. But I'm of the opinion Zelda was always best top-down. Like, in my top 5 list of Zelda games, only one is a 3D game. The others are all top-down. But if you're Game Boy list, you can go get A Link to the Past. That game's great. But the Oracle games, those were really special. Oh, there we go. Okay, so gotta juke them out. And we're not in the best place to catch bees, so I'm hoping this isn't gonna bite us. Okay, yep. Ah! Missed them. Damn it. But, the Game Boy Color Zelda games are easily, like, some of the best in the entire series. And the nice thing is they're not super expensive. Usually at most they're like $25, $30 each. Even less if you're actually an American and are using American currency. I'm not, so I have to pay more, but, you know, you can get them pretty cheap and they're fantastic games. Well, hopefully we'll catch another bee today. Hopefully it's not my face, because I'd prefer not to catch a bee with my face. Still haven't seen a snowball yet, which means we haven't covered enough ground yet. The middle of nowhere, Canada is where I'm streaming. Don't be mad at the bees, they're just protecting their hive. I'm the jerk knocking them out of trees, trying to buy them and, catch them and sell them for profit. But they're worth such a delicious profit. And unfortunately, there's no career choice to be like a bee farmer in this game, so this is the closest I can get. If I could just establish an apiary, I would, but I can't. So I just have to shake the bees out of the trees. Okay, there's one of the snowballs, just gotta find the other now. Gotta remember it's by Hambo's house, where it always is, because for some reason they always like to spawn right next to there. It's weird. Gonna shake this tree and looking for bees. We've got enough for, Oh, what was your experience of Canada? In mine, it's cold and it never ends. It's also the worst place to be if you want to buy games because everything's way too expensive. And there are no good game stores around. Hence why I'm reliant on donations from my channel. Yeah, hopefully I'll find some joyrides. I might be able to find a stringfish or a coelacanth tonight. That would be kind of cool. And at least give us something to donate to Blithers. Oh, that's it. I should probably go sell all this stuff to Nook. Just so I get more space in my inventory. Just gotta remember where I left off shaking trees. Alrighty. Heated floors are nice. I've only ever been one place that has heated floors. But yeah, they're really nice. And my cat wants out, so we're gonna plop him out. You take those, Mr. Nook. You want out, Mr. Cat? Okay, you go out, Mr. Cat. He just really wants to participate. Last time it was for jumping on my desk and playing on my keyboard, and now he just wants outside. I wish I had heated floors. I'm in a cold basement. Heated floors are nice. I'm really hoping Mr. Snowman will at least give us the awesome furniture today. I am sick and tired of almost having a full set of points for furniture, but still being off by one stupid thing. It's annoying. Hey, a digging spot. Let's dig that up. It's in an awkward spot. You never see it. Here's our fossil. Alright, let's write ourselves another letter to our old pal, Mr. Museum. No, it really is not warmer in a basement than above ground. It's colder and there's usually less insulation. But it's currently where I have to reside, so it's where I live. I can afford rent here, and that's the important thing. And given my minimal income at the moment, that's an accomplishment on its own. Alright, shaking trees. Now, if we really want to pay off our house, the two best things we can do right now is catch bees, which is clearly going fantastically, and maybe selling the extra snowman stuff. But, not great situation. Okay, actually this is the perfect place to run to bees. Huge wide open spot. Now the trick is figuring out where they're gonna come from. And getting my face torn off. Awesome. Oh, this is just not our day for bees. Normally I at least catch one. Oh well. On the bright side, it's free plastic surgery, and that stuff is normally really expensive. On the downside, it looks like free plastic surgery. More apples. I don't think we need to grow any more apples at this point. Well, no, at most it's 3 bees a day, but yeah. The sad thing is I can't catch them, and I'm usually pretty good at least catching one of them. But bees are worth ridiculous amounts of money. Like, they're 4,500 per. So it's really good if you can catch them, but you can only get 3 shots a day. And if they come from like a randomized tree that's in a really bad spot, there's basically no chance of you getting it. Like, if, say, this tree had a bee, there'd be no way for me to actually outmaneuver the bees. So it's entirely random, and it's not good. Fortunately, there's other ways to make money. Fishing, fossils, all sorts of awesome things you can do in this game that we are fully taking advantage of right now. But bees are an excellent, just huge singular boost of money too. Catch them all and you got basically like 15,000 a day. Well, we don't need to grow all apples, but you know, I think we've got a decent number of them. I'm just hoping the oranges we planted the other day will grow. Also, where the hell is that other snowball? Oh, we got the free furniture. It was a bed that we don't need, so we can sell that for some bells. I think if you shake trees that drop stuff on flowers, it destroys the flowers, which makes me sad. I mean, I spent all those bells planting the flowers and stuff. It's like, I don't want to lose them. Alright, here's the last bees. Let's go. Okay, they should be coming from our left, I think. And my A button didn't register. Oh, good. Is my GameCube controller just dying on me now? Oh, seems to be working. That was weird. Alright, well, that didn't work out as planned. But we still got plenty of money, which means we get a house payment out of this. I'm happy about that. Still gotta go find that snowman, though. I don't think we've been to this sector today yet. Not seeing anything, though. Nothing here. Let's see what Biscuit's up to. Hey, Biscuit. Oh, about 3 beehives worth all on my face. That's how many times I got stung. It was awesome, except not. Need anything? Yes, I know, we work with, Legend of the River King rules on fishing. I know. I've actually only played one of the River King games. I played the DS one, and that one was not good. I'm actually surprised. Apparently there were more that were released in English, other than the DS one. I thought it was just that one. Apparently not. More apples to sell. Okay, we gotta be getting close to finding that snowball, though. I mean, there's only so many places it could be. And we've covered most of them. Hey, kitty, what's up? You're so mean to me, kitty. Do you need anything? Spike's not at his place, but we can go look for him, see if he has a watch. I mean, I'm betting it's like 4 different animals who all board it down the line, but still. Oh, I am not finding that last snowball. That's annoying. But I need it! Spike around here? Nope. Go away, sport ball. No one likes you and your stupid physics. Hey, there's some cherries. So we did actually grow some cherries. That's nice. Tortimer, you really need to go to just that one place where we actually need a bridge so we can get a bridge. That would just be super. Okay, so we gotta find Spike and we have to find that other snowball. We've already kind of circled the town a few times, but we've only found one. This one, right here. So where's the other one? I mean, I'd steal one from the snowman if I could, but I can't. Doesn't appear to be one around here. But there's always 2. So it's just gotta be somewhere. That's a sea bass, not a coelacanth. Hey, Cody Brain Fart. There's a sea bass. That's one thing I don't like about fishing in this game, is like in the winter, it's just sea bass from the sea. Like, they really need to stock the ocean a little better, I think. Okay, so we haven't run into Spike yet. We haven't seen the other snowball. Maybe we'll find a stringfish? That's probably a dace. There's some apples. Nothing behind that that might be snowball-ish. We haven't gone to the sector with the museum. Maybe it's there, although I don't think I've ever seen it spawn in this sector. At all. And it doesn't appear to be here. Perplexing. There should be a second one around here. But unless it's behind a tree. There's Spike. Hey, Spike. Yeah, laugh at my stupid face all you like. Huh. Someone changed his catchphrase. They do that sometimes, for whatever reason. Like, when they talk to each other, they'll sometimes just exchange outfits and whatever, but sometimes they'll, like, change outfits and, like, catchphrases and stuff, and it's weird. And you have basically no control over any of it. But it comes across as weird. Okay, there's the snowball. It's just in a weird place. Now, the problem is that is literally right next to the freaking pond, which means there is a good chance it's going to explode into a million bits. Oh, good, and we got stationary, which is, of course, the best present ever. It's not a waste of my inventory at all. Okay, let's try not to kick this into the pond if we can. Success! Okay, now we just gotta make this big enough to get to the other one. So let's get this to a size where we can transport it. Like, I'll give that stupid rolling pin look all the other Animal Crossing games have one thing. It makes finding stuff behind trees a little bit easier for the most part. But I still like the top-down look better. Okay, so where did... I think it's stuck in the trees. Okay, let's... I normally stream, like, relative to now, about half an hour ago every night for Animal Crossing, unless there's a special event that's time-related. So, like 8:30 Mountain Time. But that's just for Animal Crossing. Everything else, it's usually in the early morning, like 3 or 4 in the morning. Just because that's when I can get the best amount of quietness from everyone else in the building I live in, because people around here are kind of loud. But there's Animal Crossing every day, because that was the thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do like a daily diary Animal Crossing life sort of thing. I thought that'd be fun. But I think sometime in the morning tomorrow I gotta record some stuff for review I'm up for on my YouTube channel. So that's a thing I would like to do tonight, and I think if not this week, then next week I want to get back to I'd like to get back to my Pokemon Let's Plays as well, although that might be a little ambitious for me. Yeah, it's tricky, especially if you do stuff like this. If you want good audio quality, you can really only do it when everyone else is asleep, or like invest in soundproofing, which is really expensive. But I hear you, it's not a good problem to have, but it's one we all seem to. And after this, I think we're gonna play some NES, because I want to. Oh no! No, 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 no. No! Huh. Well, that's interesting. Come on, let's get out of there, Mr. Snowball. I need to turn you into a Mr. Snowman. I wonder if this thing's actually going to pick up size if we just roll into the corner and then, like, bug out. Let's find out. Because in my experience, when you can do stuff like this in games that involve, like, physics and orbs and, like, increasing speed and size and stuff, basically Metroid Prime 2, stuff tends to get a little funny when you get caught in walls and you just keep pushing. Well, that was peculiar. I mean, it completely undid all the work we just did, but it was interesting. And interesting is always fun for me, because I like to see how games work like that. Oop. I got my Xbox One on my main screen, and it just went into its like sleep mode, and I looked over and I completely missed the snowball, like a spaz. Okay, so I gotta get this to the right size, and if we're lucky, we'll get something really good from it. Which would be good, because we only need one more thing in the whole set, and then we have the whole set, and then we get, like, 50,000 HRA points. Which is, like, halfway towards getting both bonuses from the HRA, which would be nice. Because then I can just design my house how I like, without caring what other people think. Although I'm already basically doing that. My upstairs is a Zen garden, for crying out loud. Although I wish I got that pond the other day. That would be awesome. That pond would have been great to have. But alas, raffles do not like me very much, it seems. Alright, so that's about the right size, I think. Now I gotta get this away from this wall so that other thing doesn't happen again. And we did. Go team. We gotta get that out of the scrub. That'll just wear down the snowball for us. Let's just get this a little bit more out of the way for a sec. Let's see if we can get this thing to be the right size. Ooh, get it out of the dirt. That's gonna shave you down, and we don't want that. Okay. That's not quite the right size yet. It's almost the right size. I think that's the right size. Okay. Come on. Ah, we screwed up. We did not get the right proportions. We get nothing from Mr. Snowman. So, we get revenge on Mr. Snowman. Alright, well, that's pretty much everything we can do for collecting bells for the day, short of just fishing, and you know, we could do that, but unless it's a string fish, I'd rather just save my time. But there is something else I'd like to do. To the basement! I'm gonna see if we can get any further in Punch-Out today. Okay, let's see if I can do better than Piston Honda today. New game. Although this still isn't the good version of Punch-Out with Mike Tyson. Alright. Yeah, thanks. I hope you have a good early morning work. Come on, do a thing, Glass Joe. And there goes his glass jaw. Man, Punch-Out is fun. Let's really try and play Super Punch-Out again. I don't think I've ever actually touched it, and I've got the SNES Classic. Alright, let's go again. Alright. Von Kaiser. Let's see how we can take this guy out. Oh. Man, I am out of... practice in Punch-Out. Boom! But I still know to do that. Next. Ooh, that's not good. Boom. Alright. Well, if I had Legend of Zelda, I'd be playing that instead, but this is what I've got for NES games in Animal Crossing. And I want to see if I can get further. Let's see if I can at least beat this guy. See if we can beat Eyebrows Magoo over here. Ooh. My dodge is off. Ah. I fear we are not going to be able to beat him. I think I read somewhere if you alternate which punch you make the can be chained longer. I'm not sure if that's true. Oh, I'm so bad at Punch-Out. Ah, got your nose. I probably should wear a helmet when I fight him. Feels like there's like a delay there or something. Alright, there we go. Come on, let's see if we can beat him. Oh. Alright. We might not completely lose today after all. I'm not sure if that's true, but we can try to not lose. Ah. Nah, he's not gonna get up. Alas. Someday we'll get better at Punch-Out, maybe. It would be awesome if we could just get that last piece of furniture. The snowboard and igloos are very, very zen, as is the balloon and the fireplace. I do kind of like the little arches. They're like a gateway to the fish, though. That's kind of neat. I hope we can get the matching wallpaper to that. Okay, so. Had a little bit of fun with Punch-Out. Lost horribly, as we do. Let's go send some stuff to Phyllis. Alright, Phyllis. I know you're happy to see me. I've got some stuff to mail. I have more stuff to mail. You can't even believe the amount of stuff I have to mail. Actually, it's three. 3 things. That is all the things I have to mail. Plus, we have to make a deposit to our house payment. And preferably not deny the menu selection. Okay, so. Well, basically 600,000 bells left. It's not a paltry sum, but we're making progress. I mean, that's half, basically that's half of what we had to pay for this last upgrade, so we're not doing too bad. I figure by the end of February we should be done with paying off our house, and that's exciting. Conversely, that means that after that we have to do the perfect town, which I don't want to, but you know, that'll be a fun little challenge once we get there. Anyway, I think that will be it for today, so I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream so you can see when we go live, because we are doing this every day, plus we do other stuff as well. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see everything else I do, which is spoilers, quite a lot. And if you really want to make my day, check out my Patreon, help support the show there. And you get yourself on the Patreon supporters Discord where we can talk about awesome things like why I'm so bad at Punch-Out and why bees just have it in for me, even though I really do deserve it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.